Here are 3 exponent tricks that I want every student to be able to know if they are just learning about exponents, or if they have a test, or they've already learned about exponents, but they know exponents keep on coming up again in all of their future classes. So we're going to have 3 different problems, and they really kind of focus on 3 things that I think you should always make sure that you remember. So therefore, it's kind of in your back pocket as that tool that you can be able to apply rather quickly and make sure you don't make any mistakes. The first one is kind of like twofold. In this example, we have a fraction raised to a negative power. Now, we can go ahead and apply the -2 to both the numerator and the denominator. But in reality, all we simply are doing when we do that, so we take this, apply the distributive property across the quotient. And then if you remember, for negative exponents, whenever you have a negative, it's just going to be the reciprocal. So therefore, that's just going to be, we can just make this now positive, a 2 squared over a 7 squared. And now you can go ahead and simplify. But the trick that I want you to be able to look at in this case is whenever you have a fraction raised to a negative power, all you notice here is we can just reciprocate that and then square it. So therefore, it's a 2/7 squared. And then again, squaring the top and the bottom is basically just multiplying 2/7 by itself, which is going to be a 4 over 49. Now, on the next one, it's not so much really a trick, it's just one thing to kind of remember when you're dealing with exponents. Because one thing that gets tricky, or at least students remember, is the distributive property with polynomials. Right? When we have this property here, we multiply the x times both terms, and that's going to give us a x squared plus a 3x. However, when we are dealing with exponents, or we're dealing with polynomials, and we have something like this, times x, like that, we do not apply distributive property, right? When they're separated by multiplication, we're not applying distributive property. We're just multiplying like terms. So therefore, in this case, this is just going to be a x squared times 3, which is technically a 3x squared, right? We like to write the number in front. With exponent properties, though, what we can do is we can actually apply the distributive property. Now, you could simplify this first and then go ahead and cube it, but a lot of times, you can apply this distributive property, and sometimes it just makes the math a little bit easier in this case. Okay, so in this case, we have a 4 cubed, that is going to be a 64. And then we have a 5 squared, which is going to be a 25. So let me actually do that again. And then we need to 25 cubed. Well, that's going to be 15,625. So we have 64 times a 15,625. And then we need to multiply this across. Now, obviously, if you have a calculator, it'd be a lot easier. But if you're able to do mental calculations, you know that this answer is just going to be 1,000,000. Okay, now this one comes into a little bit more advanced. So when you're typically learning about exponents, you might not already be at this problem, but for my pre-calculus and my calculus students, this is something that comes up. And a lot of students totally forget what to do with a problem like this. But please, for all things holy, do not divide out the 9 1/4, right? Just like how we are dealing with over here, this distributive property, like we cannot divide across addition, all right? If it was multiplication, we could go ahead and divide these out. But since these 2 terms in the numerator are separated by addition, we cannot divide them out. So what can we do? Well, when we're dealing with exponents or wanting dividing out terms, we want to be able to get to like terms. And so what we're going to do is we're going to reconstruct this problem. So therefore, we're going to have 9/4. So therefore, we could theoretically divide things out. So what I recognize here is using the rules of exponents. Remember, when you're multiplying exponents by each other, you're typically just adding the powers. So what I can do is I can rewrite a 9 3/4 as a 9 1/4 times a 9 2/4. All right, and again, you can check my math here. Let's see, let's make sure that this works. If I was to multiply 9 1/4 times a 9 2/4, you add the powers, right, and keep your denominator the same. So this would be a 9 3/4. You can see exactly what we have here. However, now what I want you to do is understand, just like we had the distributive property over here, I can divide this 9 1/4 into both of these terms, right? So now what I can see is actually my 9 1/4, those actually will divide out over here. And over here, these 9 1/4 will divide out. And that's just going to leave me with a 9 2/4, which simplified is really a 9 1/2. And then hopefully you remember we can rewrite a rational expression always as a radical, and this is just going to represent the square root of 9. So 1 plus the square root of 9, the square root of 9 is going to be 3, so add that to 1, and that is going to be 3 plus 1. That is going to equal a final answer of 4. So those are 3 exponent tricks. If you want more examples of exponents or how to help you out with your math, then check out the next video I have for you here. Cheers.